Again, Rani Kapur, the mother of late Sanjay Kapur, who was the chairman of Sona Comstar, seeks deferment of the annual general meeting that was scheduled for today. In fact, Puneet is joining in with those important details.
Well, thank you for that. This is a very, very key story breaking in on the stock that's been in news now. Rani Kapur, the mother of late Sanjay Kapur, who just recently passed away, he was at the helm of Sona BLW, and she has come out and put a statement and she's written to the board seeking deferment of the annual general meeting, which was scheduled today on 25th July of 2025. The key aspect is she's alleged coercion, misuse of documents and attempts to usurp family legacy after her son's death. And this comes at a very critical time because we've just seen a couple of changes in the management. Mr. Vivek Singh, who's the current MD, has been elevated to the position, and they are looking at moving ahead with this key aspect. And there was the discussions that were happening in the conference call recently as well. We're still awaiting the Q1 numbers for the company, where some more details might come in of what the company is looking to do in terms of filling these key positions. But this is largely a very, very key and developing story for Sona BLW because it seemed at that point of time that we will have a smoother transition going forward. And with this key updates happening today, it'll be important to see how the family decides to move forward, because this was a merger between Sona Comstar, which was the earlier and the legacy company over the last 30 years, and hence while this is a developing story and we'll be getting key more developments, that will be something to watch out for. So we'll be getting you key more updates on this, but this definitely will put the stock in focus, which has been impacted amongst other things by the tariffs in US, as well as what the company has been doing to transition away just from a very EV centric focus. But for now, a lot of key developments are moving in, and if there is any kind of family dispute that could be arising out of this, that'll be other thing to watch out for.
Well, absolutely. This is a developing story. And as of now, thank you so much, Puneet, for getting us that update there. The stock, in fact, is taking it on the chin at this point in time, down about 1.9%. That's Sona BLW that I'm talking about. You do have Rani Kapur, who's asked for this, who's written to the board, in fact, seeking this deferment of the AGM that was scheduled for July 25th. You did have Puneet talking about this, and she's also alleged coercion, misuse of documents, as well as attempts to usurp the family legacy after her son's death. A very important update that we have coming in as far as Sona BLW is concerned. This is a developing story. We'll keep getting you some more details. On your screens, of course, you can see the stock as well that is down at this point in time. And in fact, you've seen the stock taking a sharper hit, down anywhere between 1.9 to about 2% at this point in time, as you can see on your screens as well. Almost close to that day's low as well. That's Sona BLW on the screens for you as well. So very important updates. We'll keep getting you some more updates as far as this particular story is concerned, because this is definitely a developing story, and you do have those very important allegations of coercion that you do have that have been made. And you, in fact, of course, we'll get you some more developments shortly, but it's very important to note that the deferment she's in fact alleged coercion, misuse of documents as well, and attempts to usurp family legacy after her son's death. In fact, Puneet, help us out with some more details. Of course, this is a developing story. We're waiting for some more details. Is there anything else that you can also add on at this point in time?
Well, yes, definitely. And, there are a couple of other key aspects. Within the letter, she's, mentioned specifically that she's the former chairperson of the company and the wife of late Surinder Kapur, who was a husband and father of Sanjay Kapur. She's gone on to say at this time that, by virtue of the will, which was dated on 30th June of 2025, executed by her late husband, she is the sole beneficiary of his estate, and accordingly also a majority shareholder of Sona Group, including this particular company. She's also gone on to say that her son tragically passed away on 12th of June of 2025, and and the key aspect of it is they have been unable to receive any kind of relevant answers as well as any kind of documents from the board specifically explaining this particular incident as well. And there's a couple of other key aspects that she's mentioned, that she's approached the board multiple times and compelled to sign various documents without explanation at this point of time. And despite being under immense distress from this particular incident that she's highlighted, these documents were signed behind locked doors. So there's a lot to unpack from this particular story as well. But these seem to be serious allegations, as well as key updates that Rani Kapur has provided in the letter to the board. It'll be important to see what kind of updates does Sona BLW decide to do about this, as the letter visible on your screen right now. It's going to be important if they decide to defer the AGM that's slated today as well. But definitely a lot more updates coming from this particular letter.